Greenland, the world's largest island with a population of around 56,000 people, is garnering increasing international attention due to its substantial natural resources. The provided sources collectively highlight Greenland's significant potential in critical raw materials (CRMs) essential for the green and digital economy, the government's strategic framework for developing these resources in a sustainable and economically beneficial manner, and the crucial considerations surrounding environmental impact and societal engagement, particularly concerning the rights of indigenous populations through free, prior, and informed consent ethic. A comprehensive review of Greenland's critical raw material resource potential confirms that the island possesses a plentiful endowment of several CRMs. This assessment, conducted by the Center for Minerals and Materials (MIMA) at the Geological Survey of Denmark and Greenland (GOOS), focuses on raw materials identified as critical by the European Commission in 2023, as well as some considered potentially critical. The review underscores that Greenland's complex geological terrains, spanning almost 4 billion years of geological history within its ice-free zone of approximately 0.4 million square kilometers, create a favorable environment for a diverse range of mineral resources. The Gardar province in South Greenland stands out as an area with an exceptional accumulation of CRMs. This region hosts very large deposits of rare earth elements Re, with some deposits also containing significant resources of lithium, fluorite, tantalum, niobium, hafnium, and/or zirconium. Notable deposits include the extensive Ilmausak intrusion encompassing Kvanefjeld or Quanersut, Kringlerne or Kilowatt Languat, Schrensen, Zone 3, and the Motsfeldt Center. For instance, the Motsfeldt Center has an inferred mineral resource of 340 million tons at 4,600 ppm Ro and also contains Nb, Ta, and Rio. East Greenland is highlighted for its very large Malmberg molybdenum deposit, the very large Karstregen strontium deposit, and the large Skargard deposit containing platinum group metals PGMs, titanium, and vanadium. Additionally, due to its relatively underexplored status, East Greenland is considered to have significant potential for undiscovered deposits of these commodities, as well as for intrusion-related tungsten, tin, and antimony, and for sedimentary copper. In southern West Greenland, carbonatites and anorthosites hold potential for phosphorus and Re, as documented by the large Sarfartok deposit, and for feldspar, exemplified by the large Kakertorswak or White Mountain and the Majikap Kava deposits. The Paleoproterozoic terrains in West, South, and East Greenland exhibit potential for hosting undiscovered graphite deposits, with the large Amitsak deposit in South Greenland serving as a prime example. The Thule Black Sands province in northwest Greenland possesses a significant titanium endowment, with deposits like Marisak. Finally, the Paleozoic Franklinian basin of North Greenland has substantial potential for zinc and lead deposits, which could also yield germanium and gallium as byproducts. The review provides detailed overviews for each assessed commodity, including information on their main applications, global annual production, leading producing countries, known resources in Greenland where available, and market constraints. For example, for graphite, the known resources in Greenland are estimated at 6 million tons, with the deployment of electric vehicles expected to drive future demand. Maps illustrating the locations of known deposits, significant occurrences, and favorable geological tracks for various CRMs are also included. It is crucial to note that while Greenland's CRM endowment is substantial in many cases, the resource estimates for a majority of the individual deposits are historical and non-compliant with modern standards, leading to significant uncertainties that require further verification through contemporary resource evaluations. Table 31 in the MIMA report summarizes the known CRM resources in Greenland, indicating considerable quantities for many critical materials. The Greenland Mineral Resources Strategy for 2025 to 2029 outlines the government's vision and strategic focus areas for the sustainable development of its mineral resources. The strategy emphasizes the creation of sustainable economic growth through an attractive investment framework, while also prioritizing sustainability and societal well-being. Continuous public support for the mineral resources industry is recognized as crucial, necessitating ongoing communication and information dissemination about the industry's value creation for society. To create an attractive investment framework, the strategy includes concrete initiatives such as continued marketing at international conventions like the Prospectors and Developers Association of Canada Convention (DAC), direct marketing to specific companies, ongoing bi- and multilateral cooperation to support project financing, and continuous assessments of Greenland's tax and royalty model. Increased communication with licensees, ongoing facilitation of meetings between investment funds and the mineral resources industry, and the development of a certification system for small-scale licensees are also planned. The government intends to work towards targeted tax agreements where needed, increase ad hoc cooperation between public authorities to foster synergies across industries and strengthen infrastructure, transportation, and internet communication, and update the ministry's anti-corruption policy. Furthermore, the strategy aims to increase the digitalization of administrative processes, update license procedures for greater flexibility, implement a pilot physical presence of the mineral resources administration MLISA in South Greenland during the field season, analyze the organizational structure of the MLISA, and strengthen societal sustainability by reassessing impact-benefit agreements (IBAs) to ensure simplicity, transparency, and alignment with social impact assessments (JAWs). An annual investment conference for global investors is also planned to showcase opportunities in Greenland. Regarding critical minerals, the strategy focuses on strengthening partnerships for action and sustainable development. Concrete initiatives include the implementation of strategic cooperation with the EU on sustainable value chains to secure buyer markets for Greenland's mineral resources, working towards the renewal of the 2019 agreement between Greenland and the US, and strengthening international relations to develop projects with critical minerals whose price and supply may be subject to political conditions. Providing information about Greenland and supporting funding opportunities through the Minerals Security Partnership (MSP) Forum are also key initiatives. Geological mapping and geodata form another critical focus area. The strategy aims to minimize exploration companies' investment risk by making exploration-relevant data available free of charge. This involves assuring the quality of existing data, making it accessible in new ways through the Greenland portal greenmin.gl, and collecting new data through publicly funded research projects. Continued geological mapping at a scale of 1 to 100,000, prioritizing areas with commercial interest, and the ongoing implementation of scientific projects to enhance knowledge are planned. Efforts are also being made towards a more stable option for storing large data packets and increasing the availability of historical and geological data. The preparation and publication of a gemstone prospecting guide and the expansion of the gemstone database are also underway. Furthermore, the Greenland portal greenmin.gl will continue to be expanded and improved, and a new data system for drill cores is needed to improve public accessibility to this geological information. The strategy also addresses sustainability and society, emphasizing continuous information and consultation with citizens about ongoing initiatives and activities, underlining the value creation of the mineral resources industry for society. Initiatives include conducting a gender equality campaign for jobs in the mineral resources industry and developing gender equality guidelines for companies. The government also aims to clearly communicate the social initiatives undertaken by the industry for the benefit of society. The Mineral Resources Authority (MARA) in Greenland provides guidelines on preparing an environmental impact assessment (EIA) report for mineral exploitation. Their website also offers more information about the environmental aspects of mineral exploration and exploitation. These EIAs are crucial for ensuring that potential environmental impacts are thoroughly assessed and mitigated in any mineral resource development projects in Greenland. The paper Mining in Greenland and Free, Prior and Informed Consent delves into the complexities of implementing EFIC with respect to mining projects in Greenland, particularly concerning Indigenous rights. The right of Indigenous peoples to self-determination and rights over their natural resources are influenced by international legal frameworks such as Article 15 of ILO Convention No. 169. Effective implementation of EFIC requires informed access to information that goes beyond a basic project description to include potential social and economic impacts, as well as environmental and health risks. Consent and effective consultation are distinct but interrelated, with consultation being the process through which consent is ideally achieved. International legal precedents, such as the case of Sarayaku vs. Ecuador, have strengthened the legal position of EFIC, emphasizing the right to free, prior, and informed consultation and the link between protecting natural resources and the right to use territory. International financial institutions like the IFC and the World Bank have also incorporated EFIC requirements into their performance standards and safeguard policies. EFIC is increasingly recognized as the principal determinant of whether a mining operation has a social license to operate. Despite these frameworks, the paper highlights significant challenges in effectively implementing EFIC in Greenland. Consultations are often underfunded, short-term, and lack the resources to meaningfully engage with affected communities. Prior consent is not inherently built into the consultation process, and consultations often occur late in the project approval stage, limiting their impact on project design. Access to information remains a significant barrier, with project proponents often controlling the information flow and providing complex, inaccessible reports. Language also poses a barrier, as the official language of business is Danish, while affected communities primarily speak Greenlandic and local dialects, and adequate translation services are not always provided. While the EIA consultation process has provisions for multiple consultations, logistical costs in remote areas often limit engagement to a single instance. The paper suggests that corporations have an increasing role to play in obtaining meaningful EFIC to mitigate corporate risk associated with non-consensual development projects. Greenland is actively seeking to attract investment in its mineral resources sector, as evidenced by the numerous initiatives outlined in the Mineral Resources Strategy. The government participates in international marketing efforts, fosters bi- and multilateral cooperation for financing opportunities, and aims to create a stable and attractive investment climate through transparent regulations and supportive policies. The facilitation of meetings between investors and the industry, coupled with the planned annual investment conference, demonstrates a proactive approach to showcasing Greenland's potential to global investors. Developing Greenland's mineral resources is not without its challenges. The harsh and remote Arctic conditions, coupled with a lack of extensive infrastructure and high operational costs, have historically hindered the development of mining projects. However, the increasing global demand for CRMs, which is likely to drive up commodity prices, could make Greenlandic deposits more economically viable in the future. The government's strategic focus on sustainability and responsible development aims to ensure that mineral resource extraction benefits Greenlandic society while minimizing environmental impact. Greenland possesses significant and diverse mineral resource potential, particularly in critical raw materials essential for the global transition to a green and digital economy. The Greenland government has established a comprehensive strategy to develop these resources sustainably, focusing on attracting investment, ensuring environmental responsibility, and maximizing societal benefits. However, the effective implementation of this strategy requires addressing challenges related to infrastructure, operational costs, and, crucially, ensuring the free, prior, and informed consent of local and indigenous communities in all mineral resource development projects. The ongoing efforts in geological mapping and data availability will be vital in de-risking exploration and attracting further investment. By balancing economic opportunities with environmental stewardship and social responsibility, Greenland aims to responsibly leverage its mineral wealth for the benefit of its people and the global supply chain of critical materials.
I think these videos are brilliant, and I'm sure you will like them too. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification bell.